I just had to jump on here real quick and talk about Dillon Gabriel. Listen, I feel like Dillon Gabriel was used by the colluders. They knew what they were getting in Dillon Gabriel before they picked him in the draft. And they knew that they were picking him higher than he was projected to go. Dillon Gabriel was projected to be a backup quarterback. So guess what? He's right where he's supposed to be. On the other hand, Shedeur Sanders was picked lower than he was projected to go, which was 1 or 2 in the first round. The number 3 pick, Travis Hunter, was one of his receivers that he threw to when he was at Colorado, having a QB rating of 70%, over 4,000 yards, 70 touchdowns. Don't hold me to it, but like he won the Johnny Unitas Award. He was the best quarterback in that class. No other quarterback should have gone before him. And they knew this. So essentially, they used Dillon as a pawn. Because if you already knew, if we're correct about the collusion, you telling me you pass up Travis Hunter when you could have gotten Travis Hunter and his QB from Colorado, the legendary Shedeur Sanders. He is who Cleveland and other teams were looking for. But they had to reduce him. They had to attempt to reduce him. They had to attempt to devalue him. And what they did, they gave the pundits and the so-called experts and the haters, gave them a narrative to say that this young man attacked his character, and we now hear him speak, and he's polished, and he's a good-hearted kid or young man. And he's a talented young man. But this is what they do to justify the means, the end. You know, these are the steps they got to take to fulfill their self-fulfilling prophecy, to try to make him less than what he truly is. And I'm talking about Shedeur Sanders. Or on the other hand, elevate. Through propaganda, they elevate this kid and say he's a supercomputer, he's all that. They knew who he was. I'm talking about Dillon Gabriel now. They knew who he was before they picked him in the draft. And they knew who Shedeur Sanders. Cleveland Browns know exactly what they're getting in Shedeur Sanders. So you give all these so-called gurus the opportunity to sit up and talk about, well, he needs to work on this and his arm is not strong enough. People, it's not just the aunties. We know who we are looking at when we're looking at Shedeur Sanders. He is him, okay? And so what we have here is unfortunate, a situation for Dillon Gabriel. Of course, I don't know where he is. I can't speak on where he is. I hear some of the things that's coming out about his fiance or his girlfriend, some things that were said. But the bottom line is this. The power brokers of the NFL, they created this mess. They created this situation. But what we know for certainty, and it will never change. It will never change. A lie can never be the truth, and the truth can never be a lie.